Ramble.
Thank you to KiwiCo, Honey, MeUndies, and Grove Collaborative for sponsoring today's episode of the TryPod. Oh, we could have been the Go For It gang.
The Go For It gang.
The Go gang.
And
Gopher
our
gang?
mascot is a gopher.
That's pretty good.
Pretty good.
Pretty good.
Definitely
You
not
guys
bad.
can steal that out there. If you're listening, you're like, I want to copy what the Try Guys do, but with a different name.
The Go For It guys. The Go For It gang.
And they're a bunch of gophers?
Well, their mascot's a gopher, like ours is a Triceratops.
Triceratops.
The Go For It gang. And that allows them to be, could be...
Why not just the Gopher Gang?
Well, because that makes it really sounds like gophers.
Maybe that's the fandom, Gopher Gang.
Yeah, your Gopher gang is the Gopher It gang.
Gopher gang.
That's kind of what I'm
Gopher gang, Gopher gang, Gopher gang, Gopher gang, Gopher gang, Gopher gang. Well, welcome to the TryPod. It's another episode. You got your Ned.
Hey.
You got your Zach.
Seriously considering a rebrand over here.
You got me, hi, and you got Miles.
Hey.
And you got Rainie working busily in the background. My gosh. What's going on this week? We're having a week. Let's check in with everybody. How's everybody doing?
Oh, I wasn't prepared for that question.
Am I really? Prepared for just
I'm good,
general?
man. I'm
Whoa.
good.
General small talk?
General small talk. Here's something I did this morning. Wes is very into dinosaurs. We were playing with these little toy dinosaurs. They have the Triceratops, obviously. And then they have this like 6-horned spiky Triceratops. Did you guys know that existed?
6 horns?
There are other types of similar looking
Wouldn't it
Triceratops.
Be a septus?
You'd think it would be hexatops. No, it's called like a striatops. Strikatops.
Strikatops.
Strikosaurus.
Pokemon.
You're telling me new dinosaur just dropped?
New dinosaur just dropped.
New dinosaur.
That's thrilling.
I mean, I thought I knew everything, guys. I thought I knew everything. Yeah, it's Styracosaurus.
Less cool.
Styracosaurus. But look at this dude. Look at this motherfucker.
Yeah, I mean, that's actually pretty dope. That's
Big motherfucker.
Big mother. If
Oh,
you're
I
watching
feel
on
like I've
YouTube,
seen
you
that.
can see this.
He's got crazy heckin'.
That's cool.
He looks like he just has a bunch of wild eyebrows.
That's big, yeah.
Poking
Look at that big
out.
boy.
Is he auto tracking to my face?
I'm on board. Ned, once again, forgetting this is a podcast.
Yeah,
Having a great
this that
time.
on YouTube.
Yeah,
for the YouTube feed.
Over half of our viewing audience is on YouTube.
Great point.
So
Shout out to you guys.
majority
Shout out.
rules, technically, we should only be doing video gags.
That's a good point. Yeah.
Or at least doing half visual gags.
half gags it, just audio effects.
Yeah.
When are you getting that fucking? You said you were like, oh, when we were in the new office, I'm gonna have a board that is full of crazy stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Hell yeah.
Well, you guys aren't wearing headphones.
That's
but if
our
you weren't wearing
hanging with
headphones,
Mr. Cooper sound effects.
Where are my headphones?
do you want to plug in headphones? They're right behind you.
Are you
Nah.
fucking kidding me, Miles?
The headphones are ready.
He
They're
set up
ready.
headphone jack.
I set up all the headphones.
Told me. Look, see, it's mounted on the wall and everything.
Well, I tried to broach the subject, and all the You Can Sit With Us girls laughed at me. They said, we don't want to wear headphones.
They have hair they have to care about.
But they had earbuds. I give them
they care
earbuds.
about how they look,
You
not
need
like
to
us.
encourage it. It changes. It will make us better at our job.
I agree, but they didn't want to do it. And so I said, the guys are going
I'm
to
doing
love
it.
this. Put on the headphones, because get ready, because I do have sounds.
Here's what I love
awesome.
about this now, okay? Because
Yeah.
we're all in a room.
Yeah.
And normally when we're talking, we have to yell at each other to be heard. But now,
Yeah, you want to delve into that a little bit more?
But now I can. Oh, well, that was a different thing. I'll tell you that in a second. But now I can be at any level I want.
That's feeling
You
better.
like that?
Yeah, that's
Is that
good.
nice for
That's
you,
good.
Keith?
I think everything sounds good.
That's good.
I think it sounds good.
you know-
Audience. Oh yeah, there's the audience. Hey, thank you. The audience loves it.
Audience
Hi.
loves it.
So great to be here. We've got quite the show for you tonight. Okay, that's enough. Thank you, guys.
I think these. please calm
Oh,
down.
boy.
I think
Can these effects fade out and not just hard cut? So
No,
does-
I don't have that power.
No, it's a hard cut only.
Well, some of these are, I am assembling sound bites from all the other podcasts, but right now these are the ones that came with the mixer. I have a good one. Actually, you know what? Let me debut a couple. Rainie sent me a couple yesterday that Rainie was working on.
shout out Rainie in the background.
Here's a good one that I think
We
you
see
guys
her hand.
I think you're really going to love this one. Here we go.
If you're trolling us in the comments, stop watching.
where is this from?
Wow.
Who said this?
What do you mean? That one was Rachel.
Oh, I
did
can't
sound like
recognize
Rachel.
the voice.
Yeah,
It did
that's
sound like
Rachel's
Rachel.
voice.
Yeah, this will make us feel more like podcast hosts.
I think so too.
I mean, I'm used to just yelling and screaming as a classically trained stage comedian.
That's right. That's damn right.
So I inadvertently hurt Ned's feelings yesterday, and we haven't had a chance to talk about this. So I will explain it.
Yeah, you did. Son.
I know, and
Really?
I really didn't mean to.
did.
I noticed a trend in our videos over the last 2 months, and I don't know how we moved here, where our videos have all kind of began with this intense montage of screaming accompanied by us screaming at the audience. And I think it was subconsciously us adopting some of like, well, Mr. Beast's videos start really dramatically and quickly. But I would point out also he has an audience of 10-year-old boys, and we have an audience of, 23-year-old women. So I think that there is something to learn from that. But also, I did notice some comments that were like, "Hey, it's starting to get like really aggressive. Can we tune it down a little bit?"
Yeah, I've seen
so
that.
yesterday in our video, we started. It doesn't mean we don't come in with
comments?
an
From who?
infectious energy. Doesn't mean we come out. But so I said like, "Hey, can we do this one not screaming?"
No, you
And-
were much more aggressive.
It was
than
much
that.
more aggressive than
Your,
that.
I
your
apologize.
bedside manner was
Yeah.
like, yeah, you're gonna need to tone it down. We've been screaming a lot in videos lately, and I'm like, okay, I guess I'll do different.
He did the exact
my
opposite. He was like,
thing.
he did, welcome to this new episode. We're going to spin a wheel and cook something. And I'm like, oh no. I did not realize that my bedside manner was so poor. And I will admit,
The punchline to that was that Zach rolled on the wheel and then said, "This is the try wheel." Like literally came in yelling right after saying, "Can we do a take without yelling?"
I did it excited, but not, it's not that we don't do excited. It's just that we don't go, because that's been a lot of our video lately.
Yeah.
Well, that it hurt me personally,
And I'm sorry.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm
'Cause I get
apologizing
that.
now and explaining.
I do appreciate the explanation, and I think we should, try different ways of hooking people's attention. My go-to is,
Yelling at them.
high energy.
That's your bread and
which
butter,
is
baby.
like, pretty. It's not yelling at someone, but it's like excitedly, loudly talking about what we're going to do that day.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I don't know what to do.
Look,
I mean, I can try. This is a whole new world because I feel like I can hear myself. Thank
Yeah.
you, Miles, for turning me up.
Are we too
And I
chill
don't
now?
have to- I don't-
Are we
I
too?
worry that we're too chill.
Maybe
Like-
we're boring now.
I hate that it doesn't.
I
fade
know.
out.
I'm sorry. See, it's just because
It's just like so not pleasing to hear a hard cut.
I'm so sorry.
I like it.
It is not pleasing. Maybe I can fix it. Here we go. Let me try this. How about this? No, yeah. Did not better.
What the fuck is up, everybody? Welcome to the show. That's my happy place. That's my comfort zone.
I'm on board
wanna-
with it.
I want to
Yeah.
feel like I'm on a stage.
I have a couple segments for us here.
What a transition.
Maybe this was a bad idea.
Okay, so I have a couple segments for us here. I'm sorry, Keith. I have a couple segments. Here's what I'll do. I'll just make a laughter that fades in and fades out, and then I can use that one.
But I want to experience it. Oh, you're going to make one for us later.
Yeah.
I just don't know what kind of soundboard doesn't have a fucking fader on it just to literally.
Oh, I can. How about this?
Yes, that's what I was asking you to do. I was
I'm
asking
sorry,
you to
Miles.
fade
Are we
it out.
asking you to
What-
do work?
Is it too much to ask you to produce?
Okay, everybody. Well, you guys are the smartest guys in the room, and we have a special little segment that is going to be fun.
Is it?
Well,
You know what they say is you never be the smartest person in the room.
yeah,
I've
They-
been doing
they
that
say
my
that?
whole life.
I don't have that problem.
You're never gonna learn if you're the smartest person in the room.
That's a good point.
Surround yourself by people who are better than you.
I always heard never be the nicest house on the street.
That's also
true too. That's true too.
Is that true?
I always heard.
Yeah, you got to be kind of like in the middle.
Yeah.
I always heard don't be the best chef because then your friends will cook meals for you.
Yeah, don't be the best at fucking.
Mm.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
everybody's gonna want to fuck you.
Okay, this segment's called Teach Me Daddy.
Okay.
A segment where you guys, very experienced and wise, teach the audience about topics of my choosing, whether or not you know what the fuck is up.
You were really good at coming up with new ways to frame the same segment again and again and again, and I'm
And fade it. Oh,
It's like you just demonstrated the
it.
ability to do it good.
I have to jump on it though, because it's only 2 seconds long. So if I,
honey.
okay, So I thought this would be a fun segment. This is an episode.
What was that?
What
was that?
That was Ned's soundbite.
honey.
So this is correct. It is similar to the other segments we've done, but it's where I ask you guys questions and I want you to teach me about them, whether or not you know about them.
Yes.
You got it.
Get to it.
You guys are experiencing us having to listen to our podcast in real time and going, oh no.
So far, I think I'm
Unsubscribing.
unsubscribing.
Okay, here we go.
No, that one doesn't have to fade. That one has a natural progression. KiwiCo, let's get into it, baby. Our childhood experiences impact who we are today, just like our investment in childhood education. So why not gift your young innovators some cool STEAM projects to nurture their curiosity and exploration outside of the classroom? With a KiwiCo subscription, your child gets a new crate full of fun science and art projects every month. I know that the Fulmers have it for Wes, and Wes loves it. He looks forward to it every month. I know when I was a kid, I played with like this robotics kit, and I just really loved it, and it really taught me about like how gears move and how how you link things together so that a little motor can actually move legs to walk across the floor. And I just love that so much. So this box has that kind of stuff, and I just really would have been into it. And KiwiCo does all the legwork for you, so you can spend more quality time tackling projects together. With KiwiCo, there's something for every kid or kid at heart every month. Get your first month free on select crates at kiwico.com/tripod. That's KIWICO.com/tripod. KiwiCo.
You have live bleeping so that if I say you can bleep it.
Almost got it. What's the fucking first topic?
Okay, here we go.
Nice. That was good.
What's this most healthy food to have?
What's this most healthy food to have?
What's the most healthy food to have?
Power greens.
Power greens. But why?
Zucchini.
Omega-3s.
Asparagus.
I don't know, man.
Mm-hmm.
It's probably like vegetables that have nutrients, not iceberg lettuce.
It depends your goal, but you want some high nutrient, non-starchy vegetables.
Mm-hmm.
If you want like good nutrients for your bod,
Spinach.
Starch. It's for your shirt.
Is starch... I have a question. I have been eating a breakfast burrito often, and it has potato, egg, cilantro, onion,
Yum.
salt.
that's totally fine depending on your body and what your goal is. There's no such
Zesty.
thing as bad food.
I want to be really healthy.
Well, maybe there is.
Well,
but
there is.
Yeah.
But you already know what that is.
Well, what does that mean? There's no such thing as healthy. There's
That's
healthy.
my point.
There's healthy for you
Yeah.
and what your goal is. If you are, so what you're doing, you're eating a high carb, high protein diet. So you are giving yourself energy that needs to be converted. If you don't convert that energy, then in theory that is unhealthy. If you consider whatever.
Go off, King.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've been living this whole fucking like I'm
Yeah, I
like
get that.
3 months into just like super hyper focusing on what's going into my body for the purpose of
Break it
trying
down to the
to
grams.
create
right?
like real regularity so that I'm not having spikes in like my glucose levels, which are things that can trigger chronic pain in me. So like
Man, I had
not
a
funny.
root beer last night, and I'll tell you what. It was at a party, right? We had a little office opening party.
Yeah.
It was really great, actually. It felt like we were a community for the first time.
did.
it was
But
wild.
since
It
it
was
was-
trippy.
Yeah.
There were
you know,
bugs.
A weeknight. I didn't want to drink too much, so I was like, oh, halfway through, I'll switch to a root beer. Turns out that bad boy's loaded with sugar.
Yeah.
I was tossing and turning for at least a good hour and a half because my body, I'm like trying to fall asleep, and my body's just like, yeah, it's like,
You were hopped up.
I was hopped up.
Wait, what was that, Keith?
I get that. No, I get sugared up too. I'll have a Coke or something and be sugared up.
All sugared up.
It really does get me. And I think the older I get, the more it like affects my body.
And I think the older I get, the more I'm kind of able to be in tune to that feeling.
I want you all to think of me and my pain as the canary in the coal mine for what's actually happening to all bodies, right? Mine's just more extreme. But when I drink processed sugar or eat processed sugar, I literally feel my neck tense up.
Really?
Like I will feel pain from processed sugar within about 20 minutes.
Wow.
Are you suggesting we give you our food before we eat it and ask
Yeah.
if it hurts you or
Yeah.
not?
Yeah.
I like that.
Zachary, please eat my food for me.
I'm farting.
Are you guys going to donate your brains to science?
Hell no.
Yeah, I think so.
I think it'd be dope.
I'm going to keep mine on ice so I can be reanimated.
I'm going to
yeah.
donate my brain to science, my skull to a theater company, and my organs to, well, if they're still good, someone else can have them.
And my ass
You want
to
somebody
the
walking
people.
around with your dick and balls?
Not-
If someone can do a successful dick and ball transplant, I see no reason why not.
That's pretty cool.
I'm not using it.
Do they do dick transplants
I think they have, actually. They have done them, yeah.
from a cadaver?
Not from a cadet. Well, I don't know. I think it is like
someone's giving
brain,
up
no,
their
like
dick.
brain dead. Like if you're like brain
I had
dead.
to give my brother my dick because he was going to die of no dick. And
I'm
now
yeah.
I'm going to die of no dick.
If I'm a vegetable, they can take my dick, I think.
Yeah, right? I think that
Dick
makes sense.
transplants. Today on the Try Guys, we're transplanting dicks with each
Yes.
other. I
good.
got Ned's dick. Now, I'm excited because that dick knows how to make a baby.
Try Guys
That would be
switch
my
dicks for a
pre-thoughts.
week.
We should do pre-thoughts for videos we'll never make.
I think it's a really funny idea.
Yeah.
Yeah. And just to have them on in the bank.
Yeah.
Up next on Teach Me Daddy, what's the best way to do doggy style?
Hey, what the fuck, Miles?
Okay, we can move on from this. Yeah. Oh, well.
Probably consensually.
Yeah, that makes sense. Well, let's move on to another segment because this one appears to be tanking. We have a question. We have a couple questions here from our listeners.
Is
and-
Rainie already editing the podcast that we filmed an hour ago?
Yeah, but it's going to be disorienting because on my video, people are going to be like, but she's editing a podcast a week later. It
already came out.
the week before.
Wait, don't let them
Don't
know that
reveal
we
our
figured out
secrets.
time travel.
We always record them day of.
Yes.
Honestly.
I
9 a.m.
didn't just switch my shirt.
Okay, here we go. We have some questions from our listeners, and they're going to need some stuff to be answered. Here we go. Greetings, Mr. Bonsignore. I've recently discovered the Try Guys. How did I live before them?
Good job.
Now, although I'm not a fan of listening to podcasts in general, I just spent the last month listening to every episode of the TryPod.
Oh, wow. Your dreams must have been fucked.
Yeah, huge fan of the Miles Nation. Thank you so much. I need advice. I work with a condescending note leaver. You know, one of the people who leaves notes for everything.
All eyes look to me.
Sorry, did you write this in about Zach?
You know, one of the people who leaves notes for everything. Like, guys, can we make sure to print to the right printer? We should all know the printer you are printing to has minimal ink. I get communication, but there is a new note every day taped up all over, and they're usually specifically addressing the one person in the office that doesn't do anything, but they just don't want to confront them on one-on-one. The most annoying part is that the letter is always written in all caps, and there are tons of misspelled words. I fight the urge to write grammar corrections on every one. Advise me, Miles.
Wow. Okay. Have you ever encountered this? Someone who's leaving passive aggressive notes all around, like sticky notes, I imagine? That's fucked.
Yeah.
I've never seen that in real life. Sounds like a movie or a TV show trope.
Yeah.
I think 100% you should start correcting their grammar because
That's
that's
hilarious.
demeaning and hilarious. And I think you need to start leaving your own notes.
Yeah.
You need to fight fire with fire here.
Yeah.
The notes, though, don't seem to be directed at this person.
Yeah, but I think it's the actual act of them that's annoying to the person.
Oh,
It's
I see.
aggressive. It's like
is
that's one of those
aggressive.
things that's passive aggressive so passively that it becomes aggressive again.
In college, one time we were a little too late, a little too loud with one of my friends who needed to get up early the next day. We had a communal printer in the living room, right? He types an all caps
Oh, man.
message, "Shut the fuck up, I'm trying to sleep," and then prints it. We're all talking. We hear the printer go.
That is
and then just
incredible.
See it. Okay.
That's really funny.
Time to shut it down.
That's nice.
I love that. I mean, let's bust this shit open. Is there a good way within an office scenario to communicate displeasure with other people's habits?
I
It's a
mean, we
hard thing
just
to do.
did it on the podcast.
Yeah, I would say that I didn't
Right?
handle it well yesterday.
We just had some conflict resolution live in front of the people.
Yeah.
That's how we handle things here.
Would it have been better if yesterday I left a note, slid, and said,
Yeah, that'd
I
be
just
nice.
wrote a tiny note on Zach's desk.
You know what you could do is in front of other people, be
Hey,
like,
I
Keith,
felt-
what are you looking at?
I'm just thinking.
Okay. Keith, you were staring
I
out.
like to have soft focus.
That's beautiful. You could be like standing in front of the printer and, be like, and then you pretend that you're having their problem. So you're like, oh man, I printed to the wrong printer. Oh, I'm so dumb. I should have printed the other one. I can't believe I keep making this mistake. And they're like, what are you talking about? And you're like, of course we were told to print to the right printer, but I keep messing it up, but I'll make sure never to do it again. And then they'll be like, oh, I've been printing the wrong printer too.
I have a thing that's been happening to me with, so Keith, your soft focus moment.
Uh-huh.
I love, I love going I love going soft focus and letting my imagination wander. Like that is something that I've really cherished since childhood. And it's like, you don't control when that happens, but every now and then your mind drifts off and you start to have ideas. It's this flow state, right? It's just this other place that you go. And Maggie, whenever she's with me, she really wants to know what it is. So she'll go, as soon as she sees it going, she's like, where are you going? And I'm like, oh, now I'm not there. And she's like, oh, okay, I'm so sorry. And she wants to know, but she cannot contain herself to let it go for an extra, 20 seconds to find out later. It's very cute.
I tell you, so one of the reasons I stopped reading books is because I couldn't stop my brain from totally drifting off whenever I was reading. So I would read a page and then I would like wake up and realize I didn't read anything on that page. My eyes read it and part of my brain read it, but the other part of my brain was totally gone.
That's too bad.
And ever since I was a child, I could never keep my brain focused on a book. So I just gave up.
And then you said, you know what? I'll write a book.
Yeah, it's a good
Yeah.
life lesson.
Well, I mean, it was just like, no, I couldn't do it. I tried so hard. And even like Harry Potter, which I loved, I would have to reread chapters so many times because I could not get my brain to stay in the goddamn book. Because as soon as I would be like, oh, yeah, a sandwich sounds like a good sandwich.
I think that's probably very relatable. I certainly have those moments and it's hard.
like-
you got to know.
Always.
Yeah, that's too bad.
Just always.
I did read a book this weekend. I was very happy.
What'd you read?
You want to go back to small talk
whole
time?
book?
I got about 80 pages in. It's
Pretty good.
fucking hot out. I got a backyard now, so we bought an inflatable pool.
Same.
Oh, guys, yes, Liz. Okay, I bought two things. So I bought an inflatable pool, filled that shit up. Then we got the blob. You may have
Yes.
seen it going viral on TikTok. Here's what it is. It's basically a waterbed that fills up, and then you lay on it, and it feels like a waterbed. And you can put, here's what it does. You are sunbathing, but because you're laying on water, you're cool. So you're cooling and bathing, but you're not wet. It kind of feels like floating on a raft in a pool, but without having a pool, because I don't have a pool. It's that same experience where your backside is cool, your top side is warm, you got this yin and yang of heat. It is unbelievably delightful. And then there's a second mode where you can plug in a hose and it does this little sprinkler waterfall over your body.
Hell yeah.
That's nice.
But we put just a little bit of water on the top. So it was like my belly just ever so gently.
Makes a tiny little bit of pee-pee.
Yeah. It was wonderful. And I just for 4 hours hung out in my backyard, read a book, relaxed, kicked it. My meter filled all the way up. I felt like I was on vacation in my own house. I loved it. And I don't know why I don't do that. Because you go on vacation, you go to the beach, you read a book. I never recreate that experience at home. I had genuinely, I was so happy.
Yeah. You know, we all shop online. We're always getting our stuff. And then you get to the checkout and you're like, oh, there's a promo code field. Oh gosh, I've got to find a coupon. Let that stress exit your mind, because with Honey, you can actually have it do all that work for you. Honey scours the internet for the best coupon code and puts it straight into your cart. Bada bing, bada boom. Baby, it's a free shopping tool. It's awesome. Let me just walk it through you one more time. You're shopping on your site. You get to the checkout. The Honey button drops down and it says apply coupons, and you click it, and then you wait a few seconds. It searches the internet. If it finds a working coupon, it puts it in, baby, and you're gonna watch the price drop right before your eyes. I just got some takeout and actually saved $3 on my breakfast, baby. Honey has found its over 17 million members, over $2 billion in saving. If you don't already have Honey, you could straight up be missing out on the free savings, baby. It's literally free and installs in a few seconds, and by getting it, you're gonna be doing yourself a solid and supporting supporting this podcast. So get Honey for free at joinhoney.com/tryguys. That's joinhoney.com/tryguys. Honey for your computer. I bought an inflatable pool. I had it filled up on my birthday. And Chris Reinecker came over and he brought over like an inflatable cactus that shot water out of the top of it. And it shot lots of water out of it. We like put the pressure all the way up and it was like giving a 20-foot diameter of water just flying everywhere.
Wow.
And then we were trying to throw a ring toss on it and somehow it was just very fun. It was like a childhood day of a pool party. Like sprinklers are fucking dope.
We're happy now. Wait till we see that water bill. Am I right?
I mean, probably.
Were you guys like in your little swimsuits, like dancing?
Yeah.
That's so fun.
I was soaking wet. Like I was like child wet, where a child is in a sprinkler and they're head to toe. You can't get them any more wet than they already are. You're just so wet. It was hilarious.
That's the game I play with Wes. Is sometimes we'll just turn on the lawn sprinklers and run around and
So
just be like,
wet.
ah.
That's so
wet.
It's a blast.
Did I tell you guys about Rosanna Pansino's birthday party?
No,
pool
I wanted
party?
to go.
It was really fun. She had a party that was basically all for toddlers. There was like 3 or 4 people with a toddler there. She had a 9-foot tall water slide that went like straight down.
Inflatable
Water slide
So dope.
with water running down it. I was climbing up and like I was just ripping down this thing. Wes went down once and he's like, oh, I don't know. And then I kind of gave him space and then he slowly like climbed up all by himself and just went sliding down and then you couldn't get him off it. He's just going again and again and again and again.
Nothing's
awesome.
better than a big old bouncy slide.
That's awesome.
The scale of the world when you're a child is incredible.
If only.
Yeah.
Right?
This was a pretty big slide for me. Imagine what it would be like for someone who's a quarter of my height.
Yeah.
Like for me.
Yeah, like that.
Yeah.
Okay, what's
Dope.
another question? I think we solved that one pretty good.
I heard it. Okay, here's another question for us.
You need like when we told those stories, you need a button that goes "cool for the summer."
Absolutely. Yeah. Now, I would love pitches for other sound effects to have because I can have lots of them. Okay, here we go. Another question here. Hi, Miles et al.
Why the fuck is everyone talking to you?
Because it's advice.glowformiles.com at gmail.com.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I think.
What about I'm
Great
drunk
point.
try guys?
I checked that one and it was sad.
What do you mean?
They just
It was people that were
Like sad-
wasted. It was just
Sad
like
drunk people?
I think a little bit, yeah. I mean, there's some.
It's been a rough year.
It's been a rough year. I think Try Guys kind of
makes
was
sense.
tough.
Hey,
It
we're
was
happy
tough
to be
to
your
read.
outlet. We're just not going to read it.
We're just not going to.
Miles will read them.
I'll read them. I'll respond to every
We won't
single
read them
one.
out loud.
Hi, Miles et al. I'm Allie, and I'm pregnant with my second baby, which is great.
Mazel.
Yeah.
Mazel.
But
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 Fucking hate kids.
my first baby refuses to let me watch the Try Guys.
What?
Every time I try to play a video
Oh,
of
you got it. I'm going to interrupt you. You got to get rid of that baby.
every time I try to play a video of the podcast, she says, "No, mommy, no Try Guys."
No.
Interestingly,
How old is this kid?
she is not bothered by you can sit with us. What can I do to get my baby to like you guys? No offense, because I'm personally a big fan. Thanks for the help, Allie. Sent from my iPhone.
I think that's more of an us problem than a you problem, Allie. I'd say we need to figure out a way to optimize our content for babies.
yeah,
We're not for everyone.
Do stuff with excavators. We
Yeah.
gotta, wreck cars more.
Blippy, we get Blippy on the show.
The same thing happened to me and Wes. We used to watch football together, and it was the best. It was just me and my pal. He'd have little jerseys. We'd watch, and now that he's discovered other types of videos and content.
Yeah.
Now, if it's not the content he wants, but the TV's on, he says, "No football, only truck movie."
Wow.
And I'm like,
And he
well,
goes
what am I-
Super Saiyan when he does it too.
There's
Yeah.
a TikTok I saw of a dad watching NFL Red Zone on his phone with like a beautiful 85-inch like man room type of TV showing Coco Melon.
Oh, man.
That's how it goes.
That's
That's
very
your future.
funny.
So that's what my advice to this Allie, this person is to, watch Try Guys on your phone while you put on whatever
Yeah.
they like on the big screen.
Allie may not even hear this.
That's true.
She may not even get that.
You might not be able to listen to the podcast. Here's a question. Have you ever put, I don't know if this is bad, but have you ever put Wes in VR? Would it be too overwhelming?
No, I think you would really dig it.
Yeah.
I mean, he likes all sorts of experiential things. I mean, imagine being like half of the things when you're 3 you've never experienced before.
Right.
I put headphones like these, like we're wearing right now, and put the mic in front of him so he can just go, blows his mind.
Yeah.
He loves it.
I mean, you saw us at the beginning of this podcast. Kind of blew our minds.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that's true.
He was over at my birthday party, and he was playing with every toy that I had. He was finding all the toys. He found my Mario Kart home circuit. He was like, "How does this car work? What's this?" And I was like, "Well, okay, I'll show you." And he started playing with it. He was steering it very well, also for a child. And then he's like, Nerf gun. He's like, okay, let's play with the Nerf gun. And then he's like, what's this light? And I'm like, well, this light, you push this button, it changes color. It changes colors? Like, yeah, you can pick any color. He's like, wow, any color. And then he's like, what's this light? It's like, well, this light just spins. It's like, well, I can stop it. It's like, yes, if you hold it with your hands, it will stop. But he was like, I want to do them all at once. It's like, you can only play with one at a time. It's just, that's how toys work. It's like, Then the Nerf guns. He loves the Nerf guns.
It's delightful to see.
Do we
it's very
think
cute.
that Allie has this problem, or is it actually one of those dastardly co-hosts from You Can Sit With Us just trying to dig at us, saying
Oh my
our
God.
show's better than yours, and babe and my child thinks that you guys suck, but we're awesome.
The email address that was sent from?
Yeah.
Bustamante Rocks 69.
No way.
Whoa. We have to get that email address, by the way.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, I have a phone call, so we have to do advice that'll go for miles early.
What?
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Dude.
But then I'll leave, and you guys will just keep going.
This is good.
Love the amount of reverb.
Ethereal.
Very fantasy electronica. Love it.
This is one of the best ones yet. This
Yeah,
is
it is.
phenomenal.
Fire.
This is pretty.
A little long now at this point.
I disagree. I want it longer.
So much dissonance.
Oh, there we go.
What the heck is up, Miles Nation? Oh,
Wow, that was amazing.
thank you so much to Mary Elaine.
Mary Elaine.
Or-
Drop that
Alain.
SoundCloud link. My God.
Appreciate the theme song. Thank you so much. Have you ever wanted to write like William Bill Shakespeare himself?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you ever wanted to put a little ink in your tongues?
My tongues. You're talking about stealing literature? Because that Shakespeare actually did steal a lot of stories.
Clicky, clicky, clicky.
Get it? Oh, he's talking about a fancy pen.
A little bit of money for the king. Yes, a little bit of money for the king.
Now, why didn't you do this one last week with our guests? I'm curious.
Why am I asking?
Why didn't you do this fun voice for our guests last
Because
week?
it is way too embarrassing to do. Way too embarrassing to do a funny voice in front of the guests.
Yes, I would like some money, please.
Oh, I have a little gift for you with my coins.
gift for me.
Off with their heads.
Get a fancy pen.
Yeah.
No, brother.
Go to a store
What
and
type-
get a fancy pen. I'm not talking about the bullshit ass, really expensive pens. I'm talking about mid-range shit. Okay?
Something you can lose and it won't make you crumble.
Exactly. $100 is too much for a pen.
Yeah.
$10?
Says the $100 coffee cup man.
Okay, but does my pen heat my fucking coffee? No, it doesn't, Ned.
That'd be cool, though.
But no, I'm saying to get a mid-range pen that's decent.
I have no point of reference for this
There's a
conversation.
huge threshold.
What you talking about?
There's a huge threshold in between pens that are like a 2
Garbage.
cents garbage ass fucker shit piss
Whoa.
Hey, man.
pens.
Hey, now.
Whoa.
Sorry.
Hey.
There is
Piss
a bit.
pens?
There are pen people. And I didn't know you were one of them.
Cover it with a laugh track. You just blatantly said piss in our podcast.
Okay, I agree, Keith.
Piss is off limits.
Well, it's just a look. I mean,
I
it's
don't
not
know.
off limits. It's just
He
really
called me a slut
diverted
like
the
4 or 5
conversation.
episodes
It just
ago.
made me think of like peeing on pens.
I
which
asked
didn't
you what
really
the
wanna
best way to
think
do
of.
doggy style was at the beginning of the episode.
Ned draws
made
the
me
line at piss.
That made me think of something nice.
That's good. So-
Miles called me a in his
No,
segment
I
like 5 episodes ago. I'm not kidding. He had to bleep it.
So I'm talking about.
Let's get some photos.
I'm talking about decent pens because I just see people with these fucking shitty pens, and it's like life is too short to use a pen that's not going to be good.
Good penny stocks is what it wanted to
No,
autocorrect for
it's
me.
like,
Are you talking about the Pilot G2
Yeah,
gel
Pilot
pen,
G2
fine
gel.
tip black
Fine
from
tip.
Uline?
Always find
Flash that pic at me. Let me see.
honestly,
this bad boy
Sharpie
this is a
pen?
bad bitch.
I love that pen.
Of
It's a good pen.
$23.
I'm just-
23 boneroonies for this pen.
For one?
No,
Or for a pack of 16?
for a pack of 16. I'll say this: I'm talking about
shit,
the
a pack of 12 is $1.95 each.
the shitty like white like or blue
Bank pens.
Bank pens, exactly, Keith.
Well, yeah.
Bullshit.
Gotta just start out with this and tell you how much I love MeUndies. You know we do. I love MeUndies. You know, there's a reason you put your underwear on first, right? It's the first step to your day, so why not make the very first thing you put on be the most comfortable thing you put on? MeUndies believes you should be comfortable at your core, and that's why they make the softest undies in fun prints, so you can wake up every morning excited to put on your favorite pair. I'm gonna look at mine right now. I'm wearing the lemons. I love the lemons. They're so funny. I do actually really wear MeUndies every day. Never run out of undies or worry about skipping laundry again with MeUndies membership. Each month, replenish your basics and build your collection with styles that are anything but basic, baby. Styles that let you be the truest version of yourself, right down to your core. MeUndies has a great offer for our listeners. For any first-time purchasers, you're gonna get 15% off and free shipping. MeUndies also has their problem-free philosophy. If you're not satisfied with any product for any reason, they're gonna refund or exchange it. No caveats, no questions. To get 15% off your first order and free shipping, go to MeUndies.com/tryguys. That's MeUndies.com/tryguys. Get yourself some MeUndies on your butt.
So I'm just
Yeah.
saying, get a decent enough.
Are people
pen.
out here writing with shitty pens?
Not in this office.
I have shitty pens in my house.
Yeah, Keith.
You
got
know
one.
how often I use a pen? Once a month.
Yeah,
With
that's
the
another
one
thing.
check I write a month.
Yeah, I've been thinking about writing more in the journal.
With a pen?
Yeah, I fucking
Yeah.
my thoughts are written in pen. I don't go back.
It's good. It's good for your mental health to just kind of be, thinking about it.
Yeah.
Writing is so slow.
It is slow. It's
With
slower
your
than
hands?
Yeah.
My stupid hands.
You know what we have here?
What's
so
that?
like we're back in the office, super dope. We kind of like talked about it, but didn't really talk about it. We had our opening party. Everybody's working in the office again. Fucking life is awesome.
Yeah.
We have adorable Try Guys 4-color pencils.
Oh, yeah.
I don't even remember that we made those,
No.
and they're cute as shit.
Yeah, they're right here. I came in today and I was like, oh, that's cool.
Why don't we have pens though?
You can
Who
check
fucking
them out
needs
at
pencils?
tryguys.com. They're all sold out and probably not even listed.
Yeah, I don't remember when we sold those. To be honest, I probably took a picture with one. But
I think they came with the notebook.
that the worst selling product we've ever made.
Mhm.
Nice.
The dad one? I
Yeah.
like that one.
Yeah,
Me too.
It's so
Well,
cool.
turns out that people did not.
People
Yeah.
disagreed.
People don't
Strong disagree
That's
from the
nice.
people. Hey,
Shout
the
out
market
in the-
decides.
We're learning.
So here's what's gonna happen. I have to go do an important phone call to do business for you guys.
Okay.
And so
Put Rainie on the steering wheel.
Yeah.
Get over here, Rainie.
Rainie, you wanna come on the show?
Get Rainie over here.
Can we cut your advice out and do advice that'll go for Rainie?
I think we can do both. Rainey can
Okay.
also do it.
Okay.
So
Advice
Rainey,
that'll rain down.
Rainey, come here, sit in the
advice
seat.
that'll rain down.
Rainey, sit in the seat.
Here we go.
I'm
Cool
sorry, it's
pants,
really hot in
Rainey.
here. It's
Rainey's
hot.
rocking a polka dot pant.
And then sit right here. Rainey.
Fucking dope as hell.
Everything's running. It should be all okay. So then take the headphones.
Don't be
here.
nervous, Rainey.
Don't be nervous. I'm talking to this mic here.
Rainey has not
Rainey.
agreed to this. What the fuck is up, Rainey?
Yeah, there we go.
This is Rainey. And
Miles, you're out of here. Go do business shit. We don't need you. We have Rainey. Rainey is the newest member of the Try team over here.
Yeah. Rainey, you moved all the way from wherever you were before
From
to
Denver,
wherever you are
from
now.
Sweet Home Denver.
Denver
Yeah.
Co.
Yeah,
Wow. How's it been? It's been 2 weeks.
Were
3
you
weeks?
working at NPR before?
I was. Yeah, I was working at How I Built This with Guy Raz.
You really
dope.
tumbled backwards, huh? The fall with us.
I don't think so. I was. They all watch you guys.
No.
way.
The reason I started
No.
watching
Hi,
you. The reason I started watching the Try Guys is because they talked about you guys so much
Shut
there.
the fuck up.
Dead ass. And so and so I started watching, and I would watch it when like after a long day.
That's like a real show. They like do like good stuff over there.
Yeah.
Free shout out to How I Built This. That show is phenomenal.
Rainie's
Yeah.
bringing some realness to the tripod.
I know. You just said dead ass.
Actual production skills.
I'm not cool enough to use it. Are you
No.
really? You're a full Gen Z, aren't you?
I am. I feel like my sister thinks I'm a millennial, but I saw a TikTok and it's like a quiz. Like, are you a Gen Z? And I was like, I'm a Gen Z because it was all these check marks, and I got all
got
of
them all.
What are some of the check
Yeah,
marks
can we
that
do the test right
certainly
now?
do not have? Yeah. Are we Gen Z?
I think it was something like, it was think of a song Dangerous. What song do you think of?
Dangerous. And the dangerous skeleton bad girl.
Yeah. So you're millennial.
Dangerous. I mean,
Can't think of
I can't think of any. I think of like there's a Beyonce album.
I can't think of a single one. What does that mean? Give me another one, maybe.
Yeah, we're not. I think we're boomers. Keith. Oh no.
But if it's Dangerous Woman, if you think of Dangerous Woman,
What is
then
that? What's that?
Oh,
song?
Ariana
I was
Grande.
just
Oh.
then you're a Gen Z.
Wow. So I'm a millennial first, but then also Gen Z because I did think of that one.
Okay, give us another one. Give us another one.
That was the whole TikTok. It was like 10 seconds.
Dangerous woman. Something about you.
One thing about you that we wouldn't expect that the audience will
that
go.
you wouldn't expect?
Yeah.
We used to do like, it's classic.
It's like a fun
introduce yourself to
fact.
the company. Fun fact, you could do 2 truths and a lie.
Yeah, we didn't do it at the pizza party because we didn't want to be BuzzFeed, but we also couldn't think of anything better.
While you think of that, so this was a BuzzFeed staple, and you had to like say something cool. And I think that the first day I trolled everybody, and people were really upset. Where I was like, one time I saved Beyonce from drowning, and everyone gasped. And I went, no, I'm just kidding. It was a joke, and everyone
We were like, we take this serious.
yeah.
These are foot facts.
Well, what are your guys' fun facts when you have to have one?
Oh, I don't even remember. Probably like I broke my leg playing soccer or some fucking bullshit.
Mine was that I could whistle like 5 different ways.
That's cool.
And immediately Zay was like, do it. And I was like, okay, here we go. And then I just did all the whistles I can do.
I know somebody who's never tried coffee and he won't try it because he's like, it's my fun fact. It's too valuable. And I'm
That
like,
means
but
he's
you've
not very fun.
never tried-
There's a lot more fun things.
yeah. And he likes coffee ice cream. So I'm like,
Wait a minute.
yeah.
That's coffee.
Yeah.
Coffee has many expressions. Ice cream is one of them.
Right.
An affogato.
Yeah, whatever Ned said.
It's coffee with ice cream in it.
Oh.
My fun fact was always that in middle school, I almost lost my testicle and was on Saturday Night Live within the same week.
I love that.
It's a good fun fact.
Thrilling.
It's thrilling.
It's thrilling.
How did that happen?
Oh, quite a story. But hey, it's a thing called testicular torsion that happens to young boys. Just a freak thing.
His nuts got all twisted.
You didn't
Yeah.
get hit with a baseball?
No, it literally, I woke up and I went
Nuts were all
from
twisted.
warm to cold and like it just constricts.
no.
It's just a thing that happens in puberty. And there's a good version and a bad version. The good version will undo itself. The bad version, the testicle suffocates and dies.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Unless you get
Like a hernia.
Yeah, unless you get
Yeah, hernia of the
immediate.
testicle.
What is it? The guy's got to get in there.
Invasive
Intervention.
surgery.
Intervention, immediate intervention. Yeah. So
But-
the guy. Yeah. No, enough about
enough
my
about
What
testicles.
about you, Ray? We already know all these things about each other. Our audience has probably heard the testicle thing 30 times. What about you?
Okay. Oh my
What
gosh.
happened to your testicles?
What happened to your testicle?
I don't know. I mean, like the only thing that I really have is that I ran the Boston Marathon, but that's like kind of bragging. So I try and
cool.
like not do
That's
that.
pretty cool.
I
Didn't-
mean-
didn't peg you for a runner.
I did only because she asked
Yeah,
me
I asked, yeah.
where to go running around here, and I was like, I don't know.
In fairness, I don't
street-
peg anyone for running because in my mind, I'm like, why the fuck would you do that?
Apparently, it's really good for you. Bad for your knees, though.
Really bad for like your joints. I don't know if this is true, but I heard that it's the most injured sport. People get the most injured from running or something.
I believe it.
You just moved to Los Angeles. It's a freaking weird city.
It's
and I imagine a little overwhelming to move to. Like where you're up here in the valley, right?
Yeah, I'm in the valley for now. It's just so big.
It's
like,
not
I
a
don't
city.
know. Yeah.
It's
It's
a
like a
sprawling
region.
It's many cities.
It's sprawling.
Yeah.
It's a giant metropolis with one city center that no one goes to.
Yeah.
My parents met in LA and they love LA. So whenever I talk to them, they're always like, you just have to find the soul of LA. You got to find the soul. And I'm like, I don't know how to do that. Like, I've been here for 2 weeks.
It's act 1 of a Pixar movie.
Yeah.
That is, oh my God. Like you grow up, you have like the picture book of like your parents' magic LA trip. And then she gets here and it's like a dingy Burbank apartment and like, and like she can't see, she has a little photo of the beach and just so you know, for this story to work, we have to make your current life much sadder than it is.
Okay. I think that's good.
yeah.
I think that's good.
But you'll find magic or purpose, or maybe you'll turn into an animal at some point.
What animal? What do you think I would turn into?
Pixar goes on some wacky journeys, you know. Who knows what's gonna happen? We need some sort of magic.
You know, the marathon thing gives me like kind of like a Speedy Rabbit type of vibes.
I was thinking kind of
I was very slow. I was a very slow. I was like
I was
a
thinking
tortoise.
like a deer.
Okay.
Deer.
You know, a young deer.
Deer in the big city.
Mm-hmm.
My friend sent me a tarot card reading, and I got fire ant. So I kind of like that.
Dang, that's
intense.
Cool. You know,
I know.
people don't think of insects as what animal are you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's a good one.
Yeah. Wait, what are you?
What am I?
Yeah.
What
As
country
an
are you
animal?
from?
Yeah.
Cheetah.
Yes, I see that very much. I get that.
Yeah, you kind of are a cheetah.
Yeah.
Not in our universe, you're a chicken.
I'm a chicken in our universe.
Oh, yeah.
You know, sometimes you are what you are relative to other people.
And I'm a giraffe in the universe, which is not far off, but I feel like I'm a big bear.
Yeah.
A little bit.
I think
you
as
know?
I've gotten older, I've gotten less cheetah and more like
'Cause-
ox.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
I've got some aggression in me. I can eat a lot. I'm very cuddly though as well. Keeping a clean and healthy home is more important than ever these days. I think we all know that. We want things to be clean. We're so afraid of the dirt. But sometimes it can be overwhelming to look for household products that are both natural and effective. That's where Grove Collaborative comes in. Grove is the online marketplace that delivers healthy home, beauty, and personal care products directly to you. Grove Collaborators takes the guesswork out of going green. Browse the site for thousands of home, beauty, and personal care products. You know, I've used Grove and it's awesome because I don't have to, shop multiple stores or look around and try to drive all over LA to get the natural goods that we use in our home. And you can join the over 2 million households who have trusted Grove Collaborative to make their homes happier and healthier. Plus, shipping is fast and free on your first order. And making the switch to natural products has never been easier. For a limited time, when our listeners go to grove.co/tryguys, you will get to choose a free gift with your first order of $30 or more. But you have to use our special code, baby. Go to grove.co/tryguys to get your exclusive offer. That's grove.co/tryguys. So what else has been going on? You have 2 weeks. What's been the best, the high point and the low point in the 2 weeks?
Ooh, well, I went to the Venice canals. I've been doing everything that
pretty.
Miles tells me to do. That's it.
I'm so sorry.
Don't follow his advice.
All right.
It's kind of a bit that we let him give advice. You don't want to follow it too closely.
Yeah.
It's been so good. He knows a lot about coffee. He knows a lot about
That's true. He does know
you
coffee.
know.
Strange having someone look up to Miles. You're just hearing all these. Yes, go on.
Yeah, no, it's
I'm on
great.
board.
Yeah, he's been teaching me so much about cables and about click, 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 all the
Click, click, click.
all the buttons.
No, we like to fuck with Miles,
Yeah.
but he's
Yeah.
amazing
He's
and great at what he does. I
knows
hope he
his
doesn't
shit.
hear this.
Yep.
No, he is an A+ boss. I would definitely recommend anybody watching to get a boss. That is Miles.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
I want him
Yeah.
to be my boss.
Advice
Yeah.
that'll go for
But he's
Miles.
helped you get around. What's your favorite food?
Oh my gosh.
If you could eat
I
anything.
love so much.
It is genuinely one of the highlights of LA. It is
We got
considered the
food.
food capital of America, possibly the world right now.
One of them.
I feel like I haven't found the soul of LA food though, because I've been going to like lemonade, I don't know.
No.
Yeah.
I mean, that's good, but
Get
no.
away from LA chains.
No.
We gotta get you to some real places.
Yeah. Which
And
places?
typically
Which
you want to
places?
go. So there's a lot of
Try
sub
taco stands in your
cities.
area.
Yeah. So tacos, absolutely Mexican food. But then there are also little cultural centers within LA. You have little Ethiopia. You have little Armenia. You have little Tokyo,
K-Town.
Chinatown. K-Town is the biggest part of Los Angeles, and there's
Yeah, the
so
second
much
little
incredible
Tokyo,
Korean
which is on
food.
Sawtelle.
Yeah.
Which is, I don't know what it's called. I think it's just called Sawtelle.
Yeah, Sawtelle has phenomenal food.
But there's Puerto Rican food, there's Salvadorian food, there's Northern Chinese food. There's everything here. So like anything you like, we have it, and we probably have a restaurant that's one of the best at it.
What do you remember from moving to LA? Do you remember being like lonely or like where were you?
Well,
I got
moved with
2
2
friends.
parking tickets in 5 days.
No.
Yeah. Took a sec to get to understand how the street sweeping signs work.
Street signs are intense here.
You know what you should do? Buy in early, because this took me years.
Okay.
Buy in early to farmers markets.
Oh
Just
my gosh. I'm
thrive.
from Denver.
Okay,
We're
you got
there.
that on
We're already
lockdown?
there.
Hell
Yeah.
Girl, we do farmers markets better than y'all do.
I
They
believe it.
do.
Ah,
Denver, I love Denver's food because so many restaurants source from local farms. Like a lot of them do. And all the breweries do really nice food as well. And all the breweries are very everything
Denver's
about it
dope.
is very clean.
Yes. That's interesting. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
And everyone wears cargo pants.
I hope not. When did you go?
I've been to I've been to Colorado a lot, and I've seen a lot of men in cargo pants.
Lord,
but they're
I'm
clearly about
sorry.
to hike or just finished hiking.
Okay.
You know?
I don't think it's like the fashion capital of the world.
No, it's not.
Yeah, my vision is everyone wearing like jeans and
Yep.
like a kind of a plaid.
Yeah. To weddings, to like anywhere.
Yeah.
It's just always, that's the uniform, which I love. You can go anywhere in athleisure.
Here's my new fun fact. I've only been to Denver with Keith twice.
Yeah,
What brought you to Denver?
the first time we went to see the eclipse, but we actually went up to Casper, Wyoming, but we flew
Oh
into
my
Denver
gosh.
and drove up. It was chaos. And then the second time we were in there for a show. We did our touring show in Denver.
Yeah.
And we went through the rain.
It was cool though. I
and
loved it.
Bought weed, I believe.
Nice.
Yeah, probably both times.
Yeah.
The eclipse, I accidentally looked at the sun and then I freaked out. I was like, I'm going blind. It was just a second because it was like somebody was like, look at, and I was like, what? And then I was like, oh my God, I'm going to go blind. I'm going to go blind.
Is it almost time for the next eclipse?
Oh, I hope
I think
so.
it's 2025. Maybe it's 2022.
Can it hurry
Yeah, I mean,
up?
if you want to travel internationally, I think there's one this year.
You know,
I-
it's a good one where
Chile.
it's going to go
Sure.
up through the center of America, I believe. But
The next one in North America.
Yeah, I think it actually hits through.
It goes from I think from Austin to New York. It's like
Yeah.
all of our homes.
Yeah.
But not kidding, I would 1,000%.
We're Umbrophiles now.
There's zero hesitation when I say that if it's in Chile, I will fly to Chile just for that. It changed me. It was
a cool
the best.
experience.
It is. Look, we've tried so many things on this channel. I cannot think of something that filled me with more awe-inspiring,
Yeah.
mouth agog,
Really?
life just shaking as that experience.
Because we saw the full eclipse. We saw one of the best places to see it.
whole eclipse.
It's
Why?
How does
The
everyone not
difference
go
between
fucking wild chasing
99%
these things?
coverage and 100% coverage is 2 totally different experiences.
Yeah.
Because at the 100% level for about 2 minutes, it'll
2.
be completely dark.
It's like
The
it's like
world.
a dusk, and the birds freak out, and
They
the
all
bugs
freak
freak
out.
out.
And you can
strange.
see in the distance that there is sun over there, but it's dark over here. And you
Oh my
can
God.
see the light rays dancing in
And
the wall,
you
kind
can
of
look
like the
directly
aurora
at the
borealis.
sun. They're at that 2 minute
Wait,
mark.
no, you can't. You're not supposed to do that. I
No,
thought.
at the
You-
2
you're
minute
not
mark you
supposed to
can.
do that all
Oh.
up until, but then right at full
It's
coverage.
this little
You
fuse. You see it
can.
getting smaller and smaller, like a bomb about to go off.
Then you see a ring right around it, like a black circle, and then a ring that has dancing whitish, hazy light. That's called the umbra.
Wow.
And so, eclipse chasers are called umbrophiles.
I've told this story, I think, probably 100 times, but it made me want to rip off my clothes and dance. I felt so I was no longer myself. I felt like I was part of something so much bigger than me.
And you totally get how people in prehistoric civilizations must have thought it meant something.
yeah,
Right.
Because
it meant
it's-
something to me.
Because it did. It feels so unbelievable that it feels like maybe you're being punished. Because oh shit, this is serious. The sun's gone. The sun's always here. Now it's gone. So you feel like, oh shit, we must have done something bad, or maybe we did
we're
something
about
good.
to transcend the
Yeah.
next plane. And I will admit that Keith and I were on a little bit of edibles.
Yeah, we were on edibles.
Edibles and heightened the experience.
It was so cool, but everyone after was like, "Wow, wasn't that amazing?" And it was like it was such a sense of community created in that moment with complete strangers. It was beautiful. It was great. I recommend
yeah.
it. If it's ever
We saw
near,
it
you
in
should do it.
Madras, Oregon, on a farm where it was just like this farm was right in the center. So they were renting out little plots of campground. So I was on a campground with like 500 people, all brought their tents and their telescopes and their like eclipse gear and all sorts of stuff. Their kids running around. It was so fun.
Yeah.
And it was a sense of community and just, that moment where it was all happening where you're like, oh my God.
Yeah, it was dope.
Take me back.
What's the closest experience to that if you've never done? Like, is it like a mountaintop? Like going on a mountaintop?
Sure.
Or is
Yeah,
it like,
seeing a sunrise on a mountain
Or there's
something.
nothing.
Yeah, like walking through Machu Picchu, the sunrise gate, and seeing the sun.
Right. I imagine. I mean, yeah. There's probably a few others, but that one is
There's really nothing that comes close.
maybe seeing the Northern Lights in person would be pretty.
Yeah, haven't done that.
unbelievable. Haven't done that.
I think drugs.
Yeah, maybe drugs.
I can't think of anything
Wouldn't
else
recommend
that gives
those
you that
necessarily.
feeling.
Eclipse is cooler.
Yeah.
It is pretty special to have a powerful telescope and be in
Wow.
a location without any light pollution.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I was in the middle of New Mexico, outside of Los Alamos National Lab, doing a high school program where it was all about astronomy.
I've never done that.
And it's like, if you have a close enough telescope, you can look at a star in the sky and then realize it's not just a star. This is a star cluster that has literally millions of stars in that one little point of light. And that's a pretty special
And-
experience.
It's the past.
Yeah.
That too, yeah.
That's the crazy thing about the sky. Is the sky we see is actually not the sky that exists right now because light has to travel. So you're looking into the past when you're looking at the stars. It's pretty fucking cool.
If you have a telescope, you probably already know, but the Messier objects are a collection of like 50 or 60, maybe even 100 that were cataloged by an astronomer in the Renaissance. And they're some of the most like spectacular things that you can get with a kind of a commercial home-ish telescope.
I just found out that you guys want to go to space, which is
yeah.
like
we want to go to
Yeah.
space.
you're not scared?
You wanna
Final
come with?
frontier.
No,
of course I'm
I don't
scared.
wanna go.
Of course I'm scared.
Yeah, I'm
but
very
like
scared.
that's the pinnacle of human achievement.
I don't think we'll ever actually get to the blue marble point where we look back and see that thing. But I just want to, I think when we say we want to go to space, we want to experience zero gravity. We want to get
okay.
out
It's
of
the
this
gravity.
atmosphere. I will go as far as I can. I would love that.
Yeah.
But I think
I
that's,
think the blue marble would be a pretty surreal
I
thing.
don't know
see-
that it's
love it.
achievable.
You see the Earth through a little window.
I mean, I'd be
I don't
fine
know how
with
we would do that.
looking out one side and seeing space and the other side and seeing
Yeah, that would
clouds,
be
I
pretty
guess,
cool.
on the other side would be pretty close.
I just want
Or
to
you
do
see
what
black.
Ludacris and Tyrese do in the new Fast and Furious. You'll get it soon enough.
I can't wait. Well, I do want to. You didn't answer me what your favorite food was.
Oh, okay.
Tell us your favorite food.
Oh my god.
I'll probably have to wrap it up.
one marathon one time.
I like
about fucking eclipses. Distracting me with my favorite thing.
it's like I can't decide. I think probably Mexican
And you're in the right place.
Yeah.
So here's the general rule with Mexican food in LA.
Mm-hmm.
The cheaper looking the truck, the better the time you're gonna have.
Okay.
If you see a food truck that is like shiny, new paint, and it's like, oh, we got tacos. No, get the fuck away from that.
Okay.
You get the fuck away from that shiny paint taco stand. You go to the one that like you don't even know how it even got there.
Yeah. I also just recommend if you like Mexican cuisine, we have a lot of Latin American and Central American and South American cuisine that, it has things that are similar to Mexican cuisine, but it's new. Like there's a Puerto Rican restaurant near here called Mofungos, and it's like roasted meats on top of plantain mash with like chicharrones. And it's just like super cool, super unique, super delicious, still very cheap. It feels like a hole in the wall place, but it's like very traditional, and it's like great. There's just that kind of stuff is hidden all over this city.
Also
Yeah.
fusion, so much fusion food where different cultures are coming together and like, I mean, the Kogi truck, which we've done a bunch with, like that's Korean
Mexican.
Mexican. It's awesome.
How far have you driven for a restaurant?
Oh, I mean,
At least an
across
hour.
town.
An hour?
At least an hour.
Okay.
Because there's some places like if you want really good certain types of Chinese food, you have to get out of LA proper. Or
You have to bring me with you.
yeah.
Okay, well, it's an hour and 3 minutes and 52 seconds.
So what should we do?
She's producing us.
I think we should cut.
No.
Oh,
no.
no.
It's now our favorite part of the podcast when the younger and probably
Lord.
more experienced than
Maybe.
Miles
She's running marathons. So that's got to be worth something.
gives
And the
us
Boston
advice
Marathon.
that she has not prepared, and I'm going to ramble a little bit to give her just a little bit of extra time. This is advice that will rain down on you
Yeah.
with our
okay.
newest member, Rainie Toll.
Okay.
You have to start with, what the fuck is up?
Or, well, whatever your intro is.
What the fuck is up, Miles Nation?
This is great.
My advice today is do not run a marathon. It's too long. The origin story of marathons is that there is a war. There is somebody who had to get a note back to the queen. It's 26.2 miles away, so he ran all the way there and died. Because it's not good. It's not good for your body. So crazy. I don't know. I think like some people like it, but I didn't. It was so unpleasant.
Hell yeah.
So do not run a marathon.
I love
But
this.
you're not going to do it
messaging.
again.
I'm
You're
not
like,
gonna
I
do
did
it again.
I
Yeah.
can say that I did it.
Ooh, yeah.
LA Marathon.
I will
Bye-bye.
not see you there. Yeah.
That's a great point too, because if you say, "Hey, I ran a marathon," everyone's like, "Oh my god!" If you're like, "Hey, I ran 2 marathons," you don't get that much more of an O. You know, really diminishing returns after the first one.
Yeah.
Just do it
Yeah.
once.
Yeah.
So you're like a marathon runner or like
I would just say a cat.
4
Yeah.
marathons?
Yeah.
Not that much more impressive.
Not that much
Yeah.
more.
You're
It
right.
almost
You're
becomes
right.
less impressive. It's like you've only done 4. Like you clearly do it now as a thing, and you've only done 4.
Well, have you ever done an Ironman?
Yeah. Have you ever done a triathlon though?
Well, Rainie, an absolute pleasure.
Oh my
Nice to let the
gosh.
audience get to know you a little better.
Yes,
and for us
thank
to get
you.
to know you a little
Yeah.
better.
Oh, thanks for
well.
having me on the show, the TryPod. I'm gonna send it to all my friends.
Oh, yeah.
I'll just post it
Send it
everywhere.
to how I built this. What's up, guys?
Yeah.
Yeah, say it to your
Yeah.
NPR boys.
Yeah.
And if you want to hear more on patreon.com/tryguys, support the show and become one of our Triceratops to get some bonus content every week.
Like the thing, leave a comment on the thing, rate it, tell your friends, all the stuff. Keith,
Get a sweatshirt.
get a hoodie, and maybe a Try Guys pencil that we don't sell anymore. Keith, here's with the official TryPod theme song.
Oh, we gotta rock and roll tonight. Oh, we gotta rock it hard and rock so hard. We gotta turn it up and turn off the light. We gotta rock, rock, rock till the time we rock. And we're rocking and rolling. We're rocking and rolling. It's a tripod.
Until next time, stay beautiful.